Hi guys, so this is a Jaguar Xk8 ECU, the one I've already repaired. Now this one isn't too bad. It was just this cap that had failed, so that's been replaced. Cleaned up the area and had to repair a bit of track damage there with that, and just here as well. So it wasn't too bad. Let's take you over the magnifying glass, see if that helps any. No, it doesn't. But anyway, it's important if people do try and change these themselves. Like, the advice I'd give you is you can't just replace one. If you replace one, these basically capacitors degenerate over about 10 to 15 years and they'll start leaking. If you replace one, I can guarantee you another one or a couple more are going to start leaking. They all leak, every single one of them. Usually starts with these two, which are 63 volt 47 UF. These two here, the outer two, this one and that one, 220s UF, and these are 10s, 10 UFs, 50 volt. And I think these, I'm not sure if the 25s, well, they usually got 16s in, so it'll be 220 16 volt, but I always put 25s in, make them a bit stronger. Luckily this one came in early, so it was just this had leaked and it just caused a little bit of damage to the board here, so it's been cleaned up. Use isopropyl alcohol, probably the best stuff to clean it up. You've got to clean the board's got to be shiny like that. I'm going to show you the reason why in a moment. So they've all been replaced, every single one of them. This one doesn't tend to go down usually, but I think you can buy them in your kits. Like I said, I won't attempt it unless you know exactly what you're doing, you've got the correct tools. Obviously I've got the correct tools to do it, so obviously after the work's been done, I've got the back on, so I can't really show you. I was going to show you obviously the back of the soldering. When you're flowing through, just zooming on that, I can get it in. As you can see, you've got to keep the heat on the other side of the board long enough so the solder actually comes through to the other side, because there is connections on both sides. So this is the reason I don't like people doing things. This one had single capacitor that had gone, which was this one here, just here, and as you can see, he's cleaned up, well, he hasn't cleaned up the board, he's changed the capacitor, which wasn't even incorrectly anyways, and he left all the crap on the board, and as you can see, it's created pitting amongst other things. Let's get some light on. As you can see, it's created pitting. There's tracks missing. There's a track missing there underneath the collar. You can just about see it. There's a track totally missing there. Let's try to join it up. Track's damaged here. There was something a bit more pointier. So it's a track damage. I'll try and get it in. Come on. Sorry about this. It's so hard to see what I'm doing. So just here on this track, if you look just further up to here, you can see where the track's gone. There's more pitting down the track here. As you can see, there's more tracking, pitting. The track's also broken in this area here. So just here, you can just about see it with a shade. Just on the end of that corner, track's totally gone there. More pitting. There's track damage also here. There's track damage here, this side, so just here. Track's also gone. There's obviously more pitting along here as well, which means there's more than likely track damage on these. There's some pitting there as well. This one is quite a mess, and that's because, like I say, someone that's not seen a video, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, there's tracks missing here as well, look. So that track's gone. I can guarantee that's gone altogether. there should be a track going up here to this side of this blue capacitor. There's 2 tracks here that should run along and connect to this one and that one. That's gone. Is tried to do a repair just here that I can see, which is also terrible. This track here is also disconnected where this pin is for the capacitor, and other than the other ones, he hasn't even replaced those. Luckily they haven't leaked yet, and as you can see they're quite clean in the area. There's one more somewhere, should be one here and one just up from it. Why can't I find you? So there, that one, and there's one just here. I've cleaned up the board with isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to attempt to repair those tracks that are damaged. So this track here needs repairing. I believe that needs repairing as well on the end of this resistor. That track there needs repairing to this side here. The middle track needs to get repaired to this side of this one, and the far end one needs to go to here on there. There's also a track missing from there that goes to here on this side of the capacitor. This needs repairing. There's 2 breaks there on a single track, so I'm going to zoom in, you'll be able to see it a bit better. As you can see where the tracks are broke? All the little black marks, that's where the tracks have been eaten away, and that's because it's left the electrolyte all over the board. There's another track there that's disappeared. It's no longer any good, this one. There's nothing left of it. Absolutely destroyed. And that's all because he decided to do it himself, and it's just left the electrolyte on the board. And as you can see, the damage is, well, most people would say that's beyond repair. I'm going to attempt it for the guy, even though I do believe it's the actual owner of the ECU that has attempted this himself. But I have seen a lot of videos where people just say, yeah, buy a kit, capacitor kit, and they're changing these over and they're not even cleaning the board up where they're leaked. You've got to clean that board up. If you don't clean that board up, that electrolyte will keep eating away at these tracks until you're left with that. And as you can see, there's so much track damage. Like I say, I'm going to attempt it, but I think the likelihood of this one being repairable is very, very slim. I don't know whether you can tell, but I ain't really got anything as a size reference, but you can see the end of this screwdriver. It's a regular posi drive screwdriver. You can see that these tracks are about 0.5 millimeters apart, so it's absolutely tiny to work on. Looks bigger on here because obviously I've zoomed in. Looks a lot bigger, but you can see that all them tracks are gone. Bit of pitting, they might be okay there, but that's definitely gone, that one. That inner track's gone. Should go up there, and look, you can see it's absolutely been destroyed. It's even been under here and tried doing repairs, but you see there's a track there destroyed. Look to the left, top left, there's a blob of solder, but the track isn't connected. This is just to show that unless you know what you're doing, you really shouldn't attempt things like this. It's not always as simple as just changing a few capacitors. You have to clean the board up. You have to do due diligence, and also expect to repair tracks, because tracks will get damaged, and if you leave them, your ECU isn't going to work. So if you're going to attempt them yourself, make sure you clean up the area. Use a carbon brush. Just if you see any damage, you can tell where the damage is because it's usually slightly discoloured, like here on the tracks. It'll be like a darker green, almost wet looking. That is where electrolyte's been, and if you leave it, this is what you end up with. And as you've seen with the other one, it was absolutely immaculate in comparison. I had a bit of damage on these two here, on the other one. There's a bit of track damage here in the corner to that top pin of that capacitor, and there's a slight break there where it crosses over onto this side. So I've repaired that, and then masked it over with a bit of nail polish. It's probably the best stuff I use anyways. It's around everybody's houses, and it's a good little fix for protecting the board should you get any future leaks. But once you replace them with new ones, they shouldn't leak until about another 10-20 years or more. So yeah, I'm going to repair this and hopefully get back to the customer. Thanks for watching.